Welcome to Course 4, Foundation, Certified Supply Chain Professional, CSCP, course, by SPAO Academy. Topic 1. Supply Chains, Demand Management, and Forecasting. Section 6. Supply and Demand Alignment. Lesson 1. Aligning Supply with Demand. Aligning Supply with Demand. Welcome to the first lesson of Section 6. In the previous sections, we've explored how to manage supply and how to predict demand. Now, we arrive at the central challenge of supply chain management, bringing them together. The core challenge, the balancing act. Imagine you run a popular food truck. If you make 50 sandwiches but only 30 customers show up, you have 20 wasted sandwiches, oversupply. If 50 customers show up but you only made 30 sandwiches, you lose 20 sales and upset 20 potential regulars, undersupply. This simple example illustrates the fundamental goal of aligning supply with demand. The objective is to have the right product, in the right quantity, at the right place, at the right time. But why is this so difficult in real-world supply chains? Because supply and demand rarely move in perfect unison. Demand fluctuates based on seasons, trends, and promotions, while supply capacity can be disrupted by machine breakdowns, late supplier deliveries, or labor shortages. The spectrum of alignment strategies. So, how do companies attempt to strike this balance? They generally choose a strategy, or a mix of strategies, that fits their industry and their product. We can place these strategies on a spectrum. 1. The chase strategy, aligning supply to demand. How it works. A company using a chase strategy adjusts its production capacity and output to match the changing demand. When demand goes up, they produce more. When demand goes down, they scale back. Tactics. Hiring temporary workers, adding extra shifts, subcontracting work to other companies, or having employees work overtime. Real-world example. The agriculture industry is a perfect example. During harvest season, high demand for labor, farms hire many seasonal workers. When the harvest is over, the workforce is reduced. Best for companies with high holding costs. It's expensive to keep inventory, or products that are customizable and can't be made far in advance. 2. The level strategy, using inventory to buffer. How it works. A company using a level strategy keeps its production and workforce levels steady and constant, regardless of demand fluctuations. They build up inventory during periods of low demand and use that inventory to fulfill orders during periods of high demand. The workforce is stable, but inventory levels go up and down. Real-world example. Think of a toy manufacturer. They know demand will spike before the winter holidays. They can't build a factory big enough to handle that short burst, and they can't hire and train thousands of new workers for just 2 months. Instead, they run their factories at a steady pace all year, building up a large inventory in their warehouses. When the holiday demand hits, they ship products from this inventory. Best for companies with high costs for changing capacity, like hiring, firing, or expensive machinery, or where a stable workforce is critical for quality. 3. The hybrid demand strategy, a mix of both. How it works. Most companies don't use a pure chase or pure level strategy. Instead, they use a hybrid approach. They might maintain a stable, core workforce, level, to handle the base demand, and then use overtime or temporary workers, chase, to handle the peak demand above that base level. Real-world example. An online retailer experiences a surge in orders during a Black Friday sale. Their permanent warehouse staff handles the normal daily volume. For the sale period, they hired temporary staff to help pick, pack, and ship the extra orders. Best for most businesses. It offers a balance between cost efficiency and the ability to respond to demand changes. The glue that holds it together, information. Regardless of the strategy, aligning supply with demand is impossible without good information. This brings us back to demand forecasting, from Section 5. A forecast is the starting point. It tells you what to align to. However, a forecast is never perfect. This is where communication becomes vital. A major challenge is the bullwhip effect, where small fluctuations in customer demand cause increasingly larger fluctuations in orders as you move up the supply chain, from retailer to wholesaler to distributor to manufacturer. Poor communication and misaligned supply lead to the two great evils of supply chain management. Stockouts, running out of product, leading to lost sales and unhappy customers. Excess inventory, having too much product, leading to high storage costs, waste, and the need for deep discounts to clear it out. Summary: aligning supply with demand is the art and science of balancing what you can provide with what the market wants. It involves choosing a strategy, chasing demand with capacity, leveling production with inventory, or a hybrid mix, to manage the inevitable fluctuations. Ultimately, success depends on having a good forecast and sharing accurate information quickly across the entire supply chain to prevent costly mismatches. I really appreciate you spending your time with me today. If you want to learn more, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Your like means the world to us and helps this channel grow so we can continue bringing you great content. Thanks again, and see you on the next video.